This is April Schulthies. Wikipedia remains ominously silent on the Old Shasta Town Massacre. Why are details being withheld by California? Why is California covering up? The Shasta oral tradition tells of betrayal of 3,000 Native Americans poisoned during a peace treaty feast. More than 3,000 died. The massacre was at a signing ceremony at Fort Jones on November 4, 1851. Shasta descendant Betty Hall from Fort Jones had a great-aunt who witnessed the poisoning. She notes, "I've heard about this all my life. They tried to say that Auschwitz didn't happen, either, but we know it did. People like Betty Hall are all that stands between us and lies that cover up mass murder. The worse the horror, the more California will cover up." Millions of Jews were slaughtered at Auschwitz in the 1900s, and people kept on denying it until it was too late, and the killing continues. There's a forgotten genocide right here in America. Millions of Native Americans were murdered on their native lands. It was genocide. This is Rome. Rome conquers, massacres, and enslaves. Rome is still here, and the killing continues. Mexicans are dying on their border every day. The scriptures say, "The extravagant are brethren of the devils, and the devil is ever ungrateful to his Lord. And hell, the wicked will roast, condemned and defeated. Those who follow Satan will be thrown in hell, rebuked, and banished. It shall come to pass, that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord." This is April Schulthies, using the computer to generate this message. Why am I generating this message? There is a hidden euthanasia, a silent genocide, just to amuse or please immoral people. This is April Schulthies, and they tried to put me down. I'm a virgin. It's not really on purpose. I'm just not married, so they tried to put me down. You could be put down, too, and you may never even see it coming. This is April Schulthies. Native America is a covenant land, given by the Lord to his covenant people for a perpetual possession. The forgotten genocide of Native Americans on the American continent was not forgotten by God, was not forgotten by God. California has innocent Native American blood on its hands. This is April Schulthies. The state of California funded the genocide of Native Americans with millions of dollars, and stole their lands. Why were those lands never returned? In 2019, Governor Newsom talked about healing, but the stolen lands were not returned. California took these lands by genocide. It was mass murder, genocide, and yet California never gave these lands back to the Native Americans to whom they belong. This is the end of the 1,000 years tribulation. Psychic predators are using hypnosis and the science of the mind to control and manipulate you. The Bible calls them demons. This is April Schulthies, and I am not happy, and will not be happy, until every demon is removed from the earth. Lucifer and his minions must be cast into the lake of hellfire and brimstone that ascends forever and ever. I pray daily for the Lord to destroy the destroyers. This is April Schulthies, and I hate Rome. Rome is still here. Rome crucified Christ and created Christianity to cover up the genocide of Jews, Africans, Irish, Celts, Japanese, Chinese, Aborigines, Vietnamese, Koreans, Hmong, Hawaiians, Eskimos, Native Americans, and more. Mexicans are dying on their border every day. Cast Rome out. This is April Schulthies. In the book, The Seventh Sense, The Secrets of Remote Viewing as Told by a Psychic Spy for the U.S. Military, by Lynn Buchanan, the author admits that the CIA was using controlled remote viewing, acronym CRV, on targets. CRV makes it possible for them to see and know what targets are doing from a distance, and even control a target's thoughts and actions. When caught, the CIA claimed it declassified and discontinued the program, but it really just changed the name from Centerlane to Sunstreak and continued operations in secret. The military is using the science of the mind against you. You are not free in America. This is Rome. You are not safe.